Students, welcome back to class. This is chapter 2 of class 7th, fractions and decimal. Today we are going to study about fractions and decimal. In this chapter, we shall learn how we can add fractions, how we can subtract fraction, how we can multiply two fractions and their divisions. Same multiplication, division, addition and subtraction of decimal numbers we are going to study. So let us start. What is fraction? What is fraction? Fraction is a part of whole. Fraction is a part of whole. Fraction represents a part of whole, like 1 by 2. 1 by 2. This is one circle, and half of the circle if I will shade, then this fraction is representing this half. This shaded part I can write 1 by 2. It is representing one part of whole. One part of whole. 1 by 2 whole part. Total parts are 2. And this is one part out of 2. This is fraction. This fraction contains numerator and denominator. Like 1 by 2 I have written, this 1 is numerator and this 2 is denominator. Numerator and denominator. This line is called fraction bar. This line is called fraction bar or fraction line. We will call it fraction bar or fraction lines, numerator and denominator. Now see types of fraction. Based upon this numerator and denominator, which one is smaller or greater, we can classify fractions. If first is proper fraction. Proper fraction. What is proper fraction? If in a fraction your numerator is smaller than denominator. Numerator is smaller than denominator, then that fraction is proper fraction. Proper fraction examples are 1 by 2, 5 by 9, 3 by 19. These all fractions are proper fractions, because their numerators are smaller than their denominators. What is second type? Second type is improper fraction. Improper fractions. What are improper fractions? If your numerator is greater than denominator. If numerator is greater than denominator, then that type of fractions are called improper fractions. Like 15 by 3, improper fraction. It is 19 by 5. This is also improper fraction. Next 5 by 19. This is 25 by 19 you can write. This is also improper fraction. From these examples you can see your numerator is greater than your denominator. Numerator is greater than denominator. Then this fraction is called improper fraction. This is called improper fraction. Next is mixed fraction. Next is mixed fraction. What is mixed fraction? If a fraction we are able to represent whole and proper fraction. Whole and proper fraction. You can say mixed fraction is combination of whole number and proper fraction. That are mixed fraction, like 2 whole 1 by 2. 2 whole 1 by 2. Next is 3 whole 1 by 5. These all are examples of mixed fraction. These all are examples of mixed fraction. Like 2 whole, this part is whole part and this is proper fraction. It is combination of whole number and proper fraction. This 1 by 2 is again proper fraction, 3 whole 1 by 5. Now we can convert these mixed fraction into improper fraction. Mixed fraction into improper fraction. How we will convert in improper fraction? See, this 5 you have to multiply with 3. 3 5s are 15. Then in that product you will add 1. 3 5s are 15. 15 plus 1, 16 by 5. This will be equals to 16 by 5. This is mixed fraction and this is improper fraction. This is improper fraction. Similarly, 2 2s are 4 plus 1. It is 5 by 2. This is improper fraction. Improper fraction. And this is mixed fraction. Now, if improper fraction is given to us, then we can convert them into mixed fraction like 16 by 5. This is improper fraction. This is improper fraction. Now we have to convert this into mixed fraction form. Mixed fraction. How you will convert it? 16 is divided by 5. 16 is divided by 5. 5 threes are 50. Remainder is 1. This 5 is 3 times complete. So 3 whole. This is 3 times complete. So 3 whole. This remainder is 1 by 5. 3 whole 1 by 5. In this way, all improper fraction can be converted into mixed fraction. Next is unit fraction. Next is unit fraction. Next is unit fraction. What is unit fraction? If a fraction contains 1 as its numerator, like 1 by 2, 1 by 5, 1 by 9, 1 by 10. These all are unit fraction. These all are unit fraction. Because the numerator contains 1. Numerator is 1 in each fraction. That are unit fraction. Equivalent fraction. What is equivalent fraction? Next is equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction is like 1 by 2 is there. Its equivalent will be like 2 by 4. This 1 by 2 and 2 by 4 are equivalent fractions. Because if you will represent it into its smallest form, simplest form, then it will represent the same rational number or same fraction 1 by 2. Like 7 by 14 and 14 by 28. These two fraction also equivalent fraction. And how we can find out equivalent fraction? Like 1 by 2 is there and we have to find out 4 equivalent fraction to 1 by 2. So you need to multiply numerator and you need to multiply denominator with the same number to find out equivalent fraction. It is 2 by 4. Next 1 by 2. Next number you can choose 3. Then it will be 3 by 6. Next number you can choose 4. Then it will be 4 by 8. This 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6 and 4 by 8. These all are representing equivalent fraction. These all are representing equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction. Now In this chapter, we are going to find out how we can add these fractions, how we can subtract these fractions, how we can multiply these fractions. Now, let us see about decimal. See about decimal numbers. Decimal numbers like 23.52. 23.52, this is one decimal number. This is one decimal number. So how we can read this number? It is 23.52. This is 23.52. If it's expanded form I want to write, then I will write 2 into 10 plus 3 into 1 plus 5 by 10 plus 2 by 100. 2 by 100. This is expanded form of this decimal number. Now, how we will define their places? Define their places. This is ones place or unit place, we can say ones place. This is tens place, and you will call it tenth place, tens place, and this is hundredth place. Hundredth place, and suppose one more digit I want to write, then it will represent thousands place. And if you are writing there like 4, then it is 100, and 6, then it is 1000, then 10,000, and in this way, this everybody know. Now after decimal, this is tens place, this is hundredth place, and this is thousands place. We are going to learn in this chapter about decimal how we will add two decimal number like 23.535 2 and 2.5. These two number we have to add. So we have to put decimal below decimal while we are adding. Then this 2.5 should be written in this way, 2.5. On rest places you can put 0. Now this is 2, 0 and 6, 2. 26.02 is your answer. And if we have to subtract, then in same way we have to put this decimal below decimal, 2.5. On rest places we can keep 0. So 2, 0, 1 and 2, 21.02. So while we are adding or subtracting, we should keep in mind below decimal we will write decimal. Then we will subtract it, or then we can subtract or we can add these decimal numbers. Now how we can multiply or divide two decimal numbers like 1.2 and 1.3. 1.2 and 1.3. Division, multiplication of decimal number. Multiplication of decimal number. Now, how we can multiply this number? Simply, without decimal, we will multiply them as a whole number. We will multiply them as a whole number. 12 multiplied by 13. 13 twos are 26. 13 ones are 13 and 2, 15. 156. 156. Now, before one digit and before two digit, in your answer it will be before two digit. It will be before two digit. Decimal will be before two digit. Okay. Now, if 1.23 or 21.23, this I have to multiply it with 10. This I have to multiply it with 10. Then this decimal will shift towards right. Decimal will shift towards right. You can check out multiplication also. Then its answer will be 2.3. And if 21.23 into 100, then this decimal will shift two digit towards right. then it will be 2123.0. So with how many number of zeros you are multiplying, then this decimal is shifting with the same number of places towards right. If we are checking in division, then in division, suppose 21.23 is there and I have to divide with 10. In this decimal will shift towards left with how many digits? One digit, because 10 is there. So you will write 2.123. And if same number I have to divide with 100, then this decimal will shift 2 digit towards left. How many digits? 2 digits, because 2 zeros are there. So you will write 0.2123 in this way. And if 21.23 I have to divide with 1000, then this decimal will shift 3 digits towards left. So it will be 0.021. Two places are there and there are 3 zeros. So before this we will add 1 zero. It will be 0.02123. 0.02123. Okay, this was introduction about this decimal number and about fractions. Now this is example number 1 of exercise 2.1. Introduction is completed. Exercise 2.1. Example number 1. Let us see what is example number 1. In a class of 40 students, 1/5 of the total total number of students like to study English. 2/5 of the total numbers like to study mathematics, and the remaining students like to study science. Let us see. First of all, total students are 40. You will write total students in class are 40. Now see, according to your question, 1/5 of the total of students like to study English. How many students like English? Students like to study English is 1/5 of total. 1/5 of total. This of meaning is multiplication. 1/5 into 40. So 5 ones are 5, 5 8s are 40. So how many students like to study English? 8 students are there who like to study English. Next, 2/5 of the total. Again, 2/5 of total like to study mathematics, and remaining like to study science. 2/5 of total. Students like to study mathematics are 2/5 of total. That is 2/5 of 40. 5 ones are 5, 5 8s are 40, 8 2s are 16. And remaining like to study science. Students like to study science. How many students are there remaining? Total students are 40. From 40, you will subtract this English and mathematics students. It is 40 minus 8 plus 16, 24, and 24. These are 16 students. These are 16 students. 16 students like to play science. Remaining students like to play, like to study science. How many they are? They are 16. Now, what is next question? Okay, question number 1. How many students like to study English? So we calculated answer is 8. How many students like to study mathematics? As we calculated, answer is 16. Okay, what fraction of the total number of students like to study science? We need to tell fraction of the total. So you will write in denominator total students, total number of students like to study science. What fraction of the total number of students like to study science? In science, 16 students are there. In science, 16 students are there who you can say who like to study science. So this we need to tell in fraction how many students like to study science of total number of students. So 16 out of 40 students. 16 out of 40 students like to study science. So we can represent this in lowest form. It is 2 8 is 16 and 2 20. Further it can be cancelled. It is 2 4 are 8 and 2 10s are 20. 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. That is 2 by 5. If total students are 5, then out of 5, 2 students likes to study science from 5 students. So this was the only example of this exercise. Tomorrow we are going to start exercise 2.1. Thank you.